Welcome to this video, 100 tips and tricks in ABAP Tip 42. So in this video I would like to show and explain to you how you can use ABAP Unit Testing. So generally speaking, ABAP Unit Tests are some automated tests that will be run automatically. Of course, you have to set up the expectation, the assertion initially, but the really great benefit of ABAP Unit Test is that you can set up ABAP Unit Test once, and then afterwards, if you're changing your ABAP coding, you guarantee that still the result is as expected. And if you change the ABAP coding and then the assertions or the ABAP Unit Tests fail, then you can see, okay, the outcome has changed and maybe I have wrongly changed the ABAP coding. So here right now we are in the object navigator within the transaction SE80 in the built-in class builder, also executed by the transaction code SE24. And here we have one class where I have already created a test class, and if I right click and then choose execute and then unit tests with coverage, then basically the unit tests are executed, and here you can see if there's some failed assertion, if there's some exceptions, and so on. So here you can see how many methods have executed, and there you can see if there has anything be changed. So, and in this video, first of all, I would like to set up a class, and I would also like to set up a test class to show you ABAP Unit Test. In this video, I would like to set the focus on creating test cases, and if you would like to get to know more about ABAP Unit Testing in general, I have already produced an own video about this. I will link this video for your reference. So let's get started directly by creating a class. So here, for example, I will enter CL ABAP Unit Test. So for example, ABAP Unit Testing Demo, public, usual ABAP class. This is perfectly fine. So, and then a $TMP package as a local object. Okay, here as a method, I would just like to sum two numbers. Level is in this case instance, method, and visibility is public, and here as a description some two numbers. As the parameters, I have 3 importing and 1 exporting. So 2 for the importing parameters, importing numbers, and as a result I just would like to result the sum. So therefore just setting this up. Here exporting and associated type is integer, so really straightforward, and then Control S to save it. As a source code, this is also really straightforward, so I just would like to export the sum. So in this case, these two, really straightforward, making a syntax check, and let's activate this, also the class in here. Okay, great. So the next, what we're going to do is we now create the test class, and therefore here you can just right click and then you can create and then generate test class. And here you will open up then the wizard. You go first of all to continue, and here I'm choosing the global class that I have created. Okay guys, the naming can be a little bit confusing because based on the name you can imagine that this could be already the test class, but this is our basis class. For that we would like to create the test class. So then continue. Here you can enter the test class name. If you have already one, then you could select this, but here on the button there we will create this, and here we enter the test class name. In our case, let's just remove this because for some naming conventions it is recommended to make an appendix. So let's add test at the end to be sure. Okay. Here you could already generate an assert equal and so on, but you can leave these as they are. This is fine. Or if you want to, you can also enter a superclass, but yeah, we're leaving as it is. We click on continue. And here, if you want to, you can also create a test method. So here we would like to test this method. So therefore we're selecting this method. Then we go to continue. And here you have a summary. So this is fine. And then we go to continue. And now we're clicking on complete. So here you can see that the class has been saved. So let's go in here. And now, for example, if we go to local test class, here now we can see our created test class. And here you can also see it then here, the test class, if you want to. So within here now we would like to input our assertion and our test, because here we basically the frame has been set up, and here also the testing method with the ABAP statement for testing as also the test class for testing. And basically it is important to highlight 4 methods within the testing framework. So basically you have the class setup method, you have the setup method, and you have the class teardown method, and you have the teardown method. And as mentioned really quickly, the class setup method is a static method that will be executed once at the start of the test run. The setup method is an instance method, and this will be executed each when the testing method is being called. And you have also the same for the class teardown. So this is basically a static method, and this will be called once at the end of the test run. And the teardown is a instance method, and this will be called each time when the test method is terminated. So these 4 methods are very important. So let's go into the edit mode, because in this case I am using the setup method. And here basically within the setup method we would like to create an instance of the class that we would like to test. So let's use the setup. And within the setup, we basically within here have already an object, and this we would like to create. So let's use this. No, this was almost right. So this, yeah, is our basis class. So here the basis class, and the test is our ABAP unit class. And therefore, once again, before or at the beginning, before every method is being called, this method will be called. So there we make sure that we have a cleared instance of this class that we would like to test, but also the class setup method could be also right for here. And then within here we would like to test the output. So therefore I would like to define LV result type E, and then it's important that we call the method that we would like to test. So sum to numbers, so the original method of the original class, so has the same namings in this case. And we having the exporting or the importing parameter that we would like to import is inum1 is equal, in this case, yeah, let's for example test this with 15, and inum2 is equal to 3. and with the exporting parameters, so we would like to import the sum, and in this case we would like to set it as the expected result. So in this case 18, and now it's important to basically use the ABAP test framework. You will use an assertion or assertion methods, and therefore we're using the class CL ABAP Unit Assert. And this is a static method, so we're using assert equals, and we're passing over what is actual, so, and what are the expectations. And so then what is important here. So then let's make Shift F1 with the pretty printer and Control F2 with the syntax check. What is missing in here? Okay, yeah, of course, we would like to call this method. This is queer, so once again syntax check, so no syntax check has been found. So once again, to sum it up, the setup method will be called before each test method will be called, so there we guarantee that we have a fresh instance of this class. And it is mandatory to have an object because the method that will be tested is an instance method. So an instance is mandatory. Here we have our test case. So here we have our two numbers, 15 and 3. And here we get the result of the method that we would like to test. And then in here we are calling the assert equals method of this CL ABAP Unit Assert class. And this is the class that raises exceptions, that says, okay, everything is fine or not. So let's activate this in here. And now to, so let's select this, this is fine. And basically to test this, so as we saw earlier, therefore on the original class, we choose execute unit tests with coverage. And now we can see everything is fine. And for example, if we would choose it here, it doesn't make sense, of course, but if we change it to 20, so then let's execute the ABAP test once again. So ABAP unit test with coverage. So then here you see the error basically. So if I'm moving this a little bit to the top, so here you can see expected 20, actual 18. You can see where this has been raised, what is in the stack and so on. And you can directly go into the test case. And you can see within here how many errors you have basically. So yep, I said this. If you have any questions left, please put them in the comment sections, and please subscribe this YouTube channel to not miss great upcoming videos. There's still 58 great videos about ABAP tips and tricks left, so stay tuned and see you in the next video.